Hello guys, you're welcome to my channel. We have here with me today this particular exponential equation to tackle. I'd like you to pause the video and give this problem a trial. All thanks to Robert for suggesting me this problem. Okay, we have to look for the value of x. Remember, whenever you are looking for an unknown in a given equation, all what you need to do is to make that unknown the subject of the formula. So how are we going to make x the subject of the formula in this particular question? That's what we are here to do. Now, we have the square root of 7 minus 4 root 3 raised to the power of x plus the square root of x plus 2 equal 2 minus root 3 raised to the power of x plus the cube root of 2x plus 4. Okay, supposing this particular value here is equivalent to this and this will have cancelled each other, then we are going to have x plus the square root of x plus 2 to equal x plus the cube root of 2x plus 4. This equation will have been very simple to solve. But right now, we don't know if this is equal to this. So the first thing we need to check is for the square root of 7 minus 4 root 3. If we are able to get this value, then we can continue whatever we want to do there. If it equals to this, that makes the equation more simple. But if not, we change our perception. Mind you, when a mathematical problem becomes difficult, all you need to do is to change your perception. Okay, now let's see. We want to find the square root of 7 minus 4 root 3. So this will be the same thing as the square root of a square minus 2ab plus b square. Okay, this will then become the square root of 7 minus 4 root 3 to equal the square root of a square plus b square minus 2ab. So we can then compare coefficients now, whereby a square plus b square will equal to what? 7, and ab will equal 2 root 3. So we compare these two with this and this one with this. Okay, this will become our first equation and this will become our second equation. So let's solve these two equations simultaneously in order to obtain the value of a and the value of b. So if I make a the subject of the formula from this equation 2, I will have that a equal 2 root 3 all over b. Let's call this equation 3. Now, because I use equation 2 to form equation 3, I can't put equation 3 into 2 again. It's wrong because it will take me back to this. So I'll put this in equation 1 to get something reasonable. So this will become a square. Instead of me having a square now, I'm going to have 2 root 3 over b all square plus b square equals 7. So this is the same thing as saying 12 over b square plus b square equals 7. So if I multiply through by b square, because b square will be the LCM of b square and 1. So let's multiply through by b square. So I will then have 12 plus b square all square equals 7b square. So I can write this equation to become b square all square minus 7b square plus 12 equal 0. Now let's think of something more simpler. Instead of solving this equation in its fourth power, because if 2 should multiply 2, it becomes 4. Solving this might be a bit difficult because the only thing that majority are exposed to is how to solve the cubic equation. Now let's see. What if I said let b square equal p? I think this equation will become more simpler to solve compared to when the power is 4. It looks more ambiguous. So I will then have p square minus 7p plus 12 equal 0. Now you check, is this equation factorizable? If yes, then we go on. Otherwise, we make use of the quadratic formula. Okay, I need to number that when I multiply them together, I'm going to have what? 7. And when I have them, when I multiply them together, I will have 12. And when I have them together, I'm going to have minus 7p. Okay, those two numbers should be minus 3p and minus 4p. So if that should be the case, I can then have p squared. Okay, first to save our time, p will become 3, or p should become what? 4. You can solve that and see what the result will look like. Okay, if p is equals to 3 or p equals to 4, recall that p is the same thing as b squared. So I will then have b squared to equal to 3 or b squared to equal 4. Hence, b can be square root of 3 or b should be plus or minus root 4. So let's take the positive value. So b can be root 3 or b should become what? 2. So if this is the value for b and we are looking for a, remember our a is 2 root 3 divided by b. So when b is equal to the square root of 3, what will be the value of a? Okay, if this should be the case, when b equal root 3, a will become what? 2. Also, when b equal to a will become root 3. So now that we have the value of what? A and the value of what? B, so we can now solve for the square root of this. Hence, the square root of 7 minus 4 root 3 is equal to 2 minus root 3. Okay, if the square root of 7 minus 4 root 3 equal 2 minus root 3, then we can rewrite this equation to become, so this equation can become 2 minus root 3 all raised to power of x plus the square root of x plus 2 equal 2 minus root 3 x plus the cube root of 2x plus 4. Good. Thank God this and this are equal. This now can cancel this. So we can now have x plus the square root of x plus 2 to equal x plus the cube root of 2x plus 4. This and this will naturally cancel each other, because if this should cross to the other side, becomes minus x cancel each other. So I will then have x plus 2 to power of 1 over 2, and I will have 2x plus 4 to power of 1 over 3. Now to make this simple, don't just waste your time or trying to see if this is complex or trying to expand this and trying to expand this, then you collect the like terms. You might probably arrive at the answer of which you will do, but you tend to waste more time and it's not professional. So let's just look for the LCM of 2 and 3, and that will give us what? 6. So let's multiply the 2 power by 6. Then I'm going to have x plus 2 to power of 3, and I will have 2x plus 4 to power of 2. If this should be the case, if I expand this, I'm going to have x cubed plus 6x squared plus 12x plus 8. And this will become 4x squared plus 16x plus 16. Okay, I think now I can collect the like terms between this and this. I believe we are getting this explanation. If not, you can go back and look at what we've done in previous scene. Okay, if this should be the case, I can then proceed by saying this remain x cubed. This and this will give us plus 2x squared. And this and this will give us minus 4x. And this and this will give us minus 8 equal 0. Okay, this is a cubic equation now. We have about 1001 ways to solve this cubic equation. But I'm going to use one of it instead of us wasting time, and later as we move on this channel, we explore on the other 1000 methods that we are left with. Actually, I will not really go in deeply into this also. Let's quickly make use of it. Now I can factorize this because I have x cubed here and x squared here. So if this should be the case, I can bring out x squared and I'm going to have x plus 2. And if you look at these two, I have minus 4 to common, so I have x plus 2 left equal 0. Okay, if this should be the case, I have x squared minus 4 to multiply x plus 2 equal 0. So you know what I did? Since what is here is what is here, I either pick one of the brackets value and I also pick what is outside the brackets also. So if I expand these two brackets, I will end up having this back. So I'm still on track and you are still on track as well. Okay, guys, let's move on because this has become a very simple equation now, and I believe majority can't even do it from here. So this will become x squared minus 4 equals 0, or x plus 2 to become what? 0. So if this should be the case, x equal the square root of 4, or x plus 2 equal what? 0. So x should become plus or minus 2, or x should become minus 2. Okay, there's no point in picking the negative 2 in this place because we already have it here. So I can see x is then equal to 2, or I said x is negative 2. So interesting. And this will be the value of x is that what? You take x to be positive 2 or you take x to be negative 2. So if you enjoyed this video, kindly click on the like button and share within your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more mathematical solution. Thank you.